My career actually began with Bell Labs in doing development work on cordless phones, wireless phones, microprocessor controlled switching systems, eventually AT&T, where one of my fun projects were the kiosks in Epcot for opening day. Park guests could go up without any instruction and use the terminals. And when I finished at AT&T, I was in northern Jersey and started my first startup immediately thereafter to develop a portable handheld cellular phone. We built a unit and ended up, because of the stock market crash of '87, selling that to a little known company called Lucky Gold Star that didn't know how to design cell phones. They're now called LG and they do a pretty decent job. And I continued in that northern New Jersey area and went into consulting, first for a boutique telecom company doing management consulting, and then on my own. And one of the gigs that I had on my own was the Mendham Area Senior Housing, a nonprofit for rental units for low-income seniors. I did it as a favor to a board member who was a good friend of mine who said, you know, they need some help financially, management-wise, come in and do it. So I did. It was fun giving back to the community. When I was consulting, I was doing a variety of opportunities, developing opportunities with some professional friends, and we were trying to do a leverage buyout of 3 satellite teleport companies. That was going to be a merger. After the acquisitions, we had financial backing, but the stars didn't quite align correctly, so we never consummated any of those deals, but in the process, I met my current partner, Vince Watterson. And about 6 months after we dropped that opportunity, he came back and said he had some unique technology. Would I be interested in starting a company? So we examined the technology, tried to understand where and how it might be used. Basically, we started in international remittances because there was a compelling reason for people to talk to relatives back home and send money. And we figured out a way of doing that at the same time, and we won Innovation of the Year award in London. Well, we demonstrated that. But while I was at the Mendham Area Senior Housing, we needed nursing services for those seniors, and I had the opportunity to talk to a healthcare executive that was supporting those visiting nurses. And when she understood the base technology we had, she said, wow. She says, we've been using telehealth for a dozen years over the plain old telephone line. And since you've got a broadband connection, good audio, video, you could take outpatient services to the retail market. And so we looked into it and we did a pivot and never looked back. When we decided on healthcare, we realized several things. Number one, through some market studies that my graduate students did for me, we confirmed that people of all ages would be interested in a self-service unit. Then we developed the requirements for that and also determined that we couldn't drive the cost down at that point of service unless we eliminated the labor. We decided we needed to build the red box for healthcare, where it's simple to use, just like the kiosks in Epcot, without any training. But the beauty of it is that they're actually telehealth assisted. You've got the nurse practitioner on the other line, on the other end of the line, watching them, coaching them, instructing them, interviewing them, and it works very effectively. Since I moved to Maryland back in 2011, I have joined various tech councils and incubators as I found that they had the capacity to understand what we're doing, and they had the contacts and the members that might be able to assist. And one of those early on that we joined was the Chesapeake Regional Technical Council, which is now merged to become the Maryland Technical Council. That has been an excellent source for a health IT company to get to know potential partners, make contacts in the local area, which are important for a new transplant in Maryland. So I've attended a lot of their functions. I've been on some of the health IT committees to plan events, and I stay very active in the Tech Council.